Hello and welcome to Build on Polkadot, Narrative, Resources and Road. This is the second workshop of the CodeCamp. I'm Jin and today we're exploring how to position the project for success in the Polkadot ecosystem. So this workshop focuses on maximizing the community resources and understanding the key narrative driving Polkadot Road. We cover like signature narrative like funding opportunities and practical road strategy. So by the end of this section, you will understand the current Polkadot narrative, know how to leverage like ecosystem resources, and learn growth strategy for your project, connect with like the right people and programs, and position your project for maximum success. Let's dive into like what makes Polkadot unique and how you can like, build on this strength. So the first major narrative is EVM mid layer trade on Polkadot hubs. The vision is simple but powerful. Ethereum compatible comes to like Polkadot asset hubs, bringing like EVM flexibility together with substrate native power. This is like the best of the both worlds with like lower barriers to entry for Ethereum developers. So why does this matter? So like first, it's onboard like millions of Solidity developers who can now build on Polkadot without learning new languages. Second, like developer leverage like existing EVM tooling like Hard, Foundry, and Remix. Third, they gain access to like Polkadot cross-chain capabilities like through XCMs. And fourth is like smart contract can use like native asset hub like features directly. The opportunity here is like massive. Build hybrid like EVM substrate applications that like combine the strength of both ecosystem, EVM and also like Polkadot SDK. Support existing like Ethereum DApps to like Polkadot with like minimal changes. It's a very simple way. Like just see any good ideas you have in Ethereum, bring it to Polkadot, create cross-chain like DeFi using the ECM recompose, and also like that can like communicate with other like any pair change. Leverage like asset hub like native asset management from your smart contract. Polkadot Hub like run on asset hubs, a system per chain secured by Polkadot Relay Change. It provides like 100% EVM compatibility through like REVM. Native asset hub runtime access to like recompose, ECM recompose for like cross-chain core, and advanced like recompose for privacy and like abstractions. This narrative is about removing the barrier with like adding new power. So imagine this is the technical foundations for Polkadot hubs on asset hubs. Polkadot hubs, yeah, like EVM on asset hubs, yeah. We have the Polkadot Relay Change security consensus empowered asset hubs where you can like do ECM with like other blockchains like DeFi change, NFC chain or gaming change, and you can also access to the native assets and runtime. So this is like the key feature 100% EVM compatible to like REVM, native asset hub runtime access, XCM recompose for the cross-chain core, as advanced recompose, privacy, and abstractions. Okay. Now we go to the second narrative, like you interoperability with like ECMs. So the Polkadot enable like native cross-chain communication without like bridges. This also like similar to like the narrative one, but now we focus more on like cross-chain use cases where you can do like seamless like per-chain to per-chain messaging, just less like cross-chain asset transfer, remote execution capabilities, and no third-party bridge risk. So like for ECM, you have like your smart contract deployed on Polkadot hubs. They can like call ECM recompose. Then like here ECM recompose. It's gonna send an ECM message to the relay change, and then the relay change gonna route the message to the target per change, execute the actions, confirmations, delivery, receive, and then return the result back to the smart contract. And native just less communications. Opportunities for the builders, you can do a lot of things with like cross-chain use cases, or like cross-chain DeFi, where you have to build like DeFi aggregators across like price change, multi-chain yield optimizer, cross-chain lending protocol, or unified liquidity pool. Then you can also like do like cross-chain application like NFT marketplaces that spanning across the price change. You can create like any like price change, any like NFT, or across like other price chain can be like on like a setup. Gaming economy with a multi-chain access, DAO treasury across a multi-chain, and also a payment gateway accepting any per-chain token. And your project also could build truly interoperable application, access liquidity across the entire ecosystem, reduce the fragmentations, and really novel cross-chain use cases, eliminate like bridge dependency. Now with the narrative 3, deploy and asset hubs. So in here, like Polkadot security. The problem with traditional smart contract platform is that security depends on an individual change, bridge risk, when going cross change, limited like access to native chain features and silo ecosystem. Polkadot Hub solution on Asset Hubs deployed to Asset Hubs system per change, inherit like Polkadot share security, access native like Asset Hub runtimes, native ECM for true interoperability and benefit for your project, system per change security, immediate access to ecosystem and hybrid capabilities. Narrative forward be like zero infrastructure, maximum flexibility. So the additional smart contract problems that have like deployed to one chain stock layer, limited features of host change, no native host chain compatibilities, expensive infrastructure for custom change. For the Polkadot advantages, zero infrastructure cost, no per chain slot needed, no validator sets to maintain and just deploy your project. For your project, you can do like cost effective deployment, maximum capabilities, and revenue model freedoms. Narrative number 5 would be the hybrid EVM substrate architecture. So you have like the front end code that hosts the business logic. Polkadot Hub on Asset Hubs, EVM smart contract solidity hard, recompose Asset Hub native runtime. Then you can have like available features access to like, all these features below that like can do like hybrid. You can use like you build with like features from EVM and also like features from native like palette asset palette runtime. Narrative 6 like Ethereum developer experience. Now you build like tools that can help to build on like Polkadot hubs. This also like a rate narrative that you can also like focus on. Now we already have some basic toolings for like building on Polkadot, but definitely there's gonna need to be more tool. For example, debugging the XCMs that deploy that enable on the Solidity smart contract or any like other use cases that can also like, empower builders on the Polkadot hubs. Now here's some like ecosystem resources where you can leverage. We have like free courses on bootcamp or like learn.openguild.wtf where you can visit to learn about it. Official documentation, you can go to like Substrate, like Polkadot CDK doc, Polkadot wiki, API documentations, community contents, or I recommend the learning path would be like say again like learning about the fundamental of Polkadot. Choose the track or either Substrate or EVM, or and like hands-on tutorials, practice project, hackathon, and rent. And that's the end of today's workshop. And thank you.